welcome everybody to Berserk Team Talk number 37. We got a special guest here, Pretty Boy Joe. Let's all welcome him in here like we weren't talking with him for already 10 minutes.
Follow me on Twitch.
There we go. He's even plugging himself
First
there.
thing I gotta say.
Hey,
only,
perfect.
most important thing to say.
There, exactly. So you heard it there.
Aside from, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, follow him on Twitch. But basically today we got a professional green player over here, so we're gonna talk about those green spoilers that we got, those green reveals, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna start with that, go through our favorite, at least looking wise, of the green cards that were released, and our favorite playability wise, and then maybe if there's something that's a little trash, we can talk about that too. But I know you said you already got your two in mind there, Pretty Boy Joe.
Yeah, I'm horribly uninformed, but I can at least answer the basic questions like that.
Let's hear your picks and why.
All right, best looking card. You're in Unison. Not just because she has Empower, because that girl's hot.
Okay.
The best. You said best looking, right?
I said that.
Gotta be the girl.
Okay.
The Jiangxi girl. Yeah, you know. I have not looked at a lot of what the green cards do, but neither Gotenks nor the World Tournament little guys nor King Piccolo is very interesting to me. So what is interesting to me is the World Tournament pair of Goku and Piccolo.
Mm-hmm. There was
the
my
Fated
pick right
Encounter
there,
or whatever it is.
100%.
Those are the only cards where I've been like, oh, okay. That and the Z Frieza, the Z Battle Card Frieza 2-drop. He looks really cool. And then aside from Z Frieza and the Fated duo, which I'm definitely gonna play in whatever that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really has wowed me this set, but I'm pretty picky, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. There was no U2. I know that's probably a little.
No maidens.
No maidens.
Yeah, always.
But Josh, what was? Did you have your picks in mind?
So for me, it's the Roshi leader, just because it's gonna have Feet Kamehameha available to it, and crit. Double strike crit. So that's always been a good thing for them. But the card that really stands out for me is the Piccolo Unison.
What do you do?
The 2-drop Piccolo Unison. If you have one or more Z energy, when the battle card's knocked out, he gets 5k power, so 20k base. If something's knocked out, and he's a draw 1.
The base +1 draw 1.
Yep, just simple.
Yeah.
One, neg one.
Yeah. Green. Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Very simple two cost Unison. Loving it.
No, yeah, and just the -1 for a dual attack. I think that's really fucking good.
Gets under Violent Race.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not worried about Violent Race, plus up, and actually, you know what? You can get the plus up anyways. So yeah, you neg 1 dual attack, then knock something out, put it under, or Z energy. You're good. Yeah. Never mind. 20k dual attack. Broken.
No, yeah, I definitely think that Piccolo. I thought when I first you saw the from Comic-Con where they were showing the cards, it was beside the Gohan. I thought it was a yellow card. I literally saw the foiling. I'm like, I thought it was a yellow Unison. No, it's green.
Look yellow.
No, Briar, what was your picks?
In terms of looks
and playability.
Okay, well, looks. It's got to be that Yamcha card because that looks fire. Yeah, Yamcha doing something useful for once.
Wow.
I'm kidding. But no, it actually looks really cool. In terms of playability, it's a tough one for me, honestly, because there's a lot of stuff here that I like. I like everything spoiled so far. It all looks like a lot of fun. I think the thing that's really crazy to me is the Piccolo Z leader, though, the Piccolo Junior, because I did double check with Charles and them, and apparently you can still do Z Awaken just like normal Awakening. So you can really bait your opponent in.
I was thinking about that.
Times. Yeah, Because
It's
like,
an activate battle
Mhm.
/ main. So you're going in. He's already base 20 because he gives all Namekians and Demon Clan 5k, which includes himself. And
Mhm.
then you go in if you got a King Piccolo and your Z energy. That's another 5k and crit. So it's just like, oh, I'm swinging my leader, 25 crit now. Have fun. That for no extra energy or anything, just from having 2 Zenkai energy to the
energy.
drop.
yeah, exactly. And like, it feels kind of dirty, honestly. But like, I don't know. Because the other thing too is like, it only works when you're like 2 or less life, which is kind of risky. But I'm down for that. I'm all for that risk taking. You know. Although like, I feel like this would probably be a card where if you ran it in that archetype or like any Piccolo Junior archetype or whatever, like you would probably only run it like a 2 of at most because of the fact that like maybe no, not even. You probably just run it as a 1 of it. What am I even saying?
Yeah, because
It's
it's in your
guaranteed
Z
just a
deck.
1
You got to think about it. It's in your
Yeah,
Z deck. You're gonna see it all the time.
yeah. You
Yeah,
only need 1 because it's not like the Go tanks where it's like, oh, removed from game after the
Yeah,
battle or
no,
whatever.
it
It's straight
stays.
up.
It
It's
stays.
just a one of.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not
the
gonna
funny
touch
thing
it.
about integrating like extra decks and stuff into this game is like if you come from another card game where extra decks are more prevalent, like Yu-Gi-Oh or Vanguard or something like that. I have so many memories of just like decks getting so much more expensive when they integrated an extra deck into the card game. Like, can you imagine if they released like black Z battle cards that you can play in like any deck, like how black cards used to be in set 1 and 2, and if one of those gets good, that becomes hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
So
gonna happen.
I'm yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like cool that they're coming out, but how much more expensive is this game going to be just due to Z battle cards and leaders and even generic shit?
That's true, and that's one
I
thing that
think
was confirmed with the like, because if it's a black card, the Z energy's like colorless. It's not checking color, and if it's like black without specified cost, like yeah, you're gonna slap that in every deck if it's that good. Like if we're seeing another, basically like, oh, here's my second overwhelm here. I'm gonna tap 1 and ditch 4 of my Z energy. But
That's a very good point.
as long as they keep them common or like easily rare SR even, I think it should be fine.
That's actually what I was gonna say too. Like a lot of the ones they've revealed so far are like rares and uncommons, which God bless. Like please, like make these cool things actually cheap and available instead of put a big price tag behind it.
yeah, wait for the SCR one. It'll come.
100% is gonna happen, but
That's what I'm saying, bro. Wait till we
SR
get the
doesn't
Z
have
battle
a-
card with Victory Strike.
oh God,
no. Oh,
my
it's gonna
button.
happen though. Another victory strike is gonna happen in what? 3
Oh,
years?
million billion percent, bro.
100%.
Once we finish the first arc of the next super season or whatever the fuck they're releasing, that's happening.
But will
How-
it be
you gonna
another
tell me,
Ultra
like-
Instinct Goku? That's
No,
the
it's
question.
Ultimate Gohan. Ultimate Gohan's got Victory Strike or whatever the fucking new
That-
silver hair, gray
No
hair.
spoilers here. That I didn't hear
Wow.
nothing.
Hot take,
I
hot
didn't hear
take, bro.
fucking nothing. Even though I saw Dragon Ball Super, not Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Heroes
Super
part of it already. I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, all I'm saying. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
right.
the film.
I'm waiting.
I was at work when it got released on Pornhub, so I wasn't able to watch it. But
Wait, that happened?
That's where you go
that
watch all
always
your
happens,
movies.
bro.
Yep.
You want a good? You're gonna get like a little crappy like webcam phone quality, but you're gonna be able to see the whole movie. Pornhub doesn't care.
No.
Of course, bro. Dragon Ball Super Broly was there like the day after it released in theaters.
What a world we live in. I love it.
100%.
I'm pretty sure that's
Or
where
maybe
I
that was a
downloaded
different
it
video I
from.
watched.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I downloaded it there. I downloaded a couple other Dragon Ball movies from there, but
Yeah.
that's definitely one that I'm just like, ooh, okay. But with going on the green for, so you said the Z leader and the Yamcha were your
Mhm.
2 picks. I'm left with slim pickings here because I really don't care too much about Go tanks. I'm
Thank
just
you.
like,
Thank you.
I was just
Say it
like,
louder.
why didn't we just reboot the draft box 1 Go tanks? Give me something weird. I don't give a shit. But we just had this
Don't give me a
set
leader
10.
from set 11,
Yeah.
10. Literally,
That's-
this man's got double digits in its set number,
Yeah.
and we're getting reboots. And then there's shit from like 3 and 4 and
Yeah.
5 and all the numbers that are before 11 that could
Yeah.
get reboots.
Pan and Goku, I think were amazing picks.
Goku's great.
Yeah, Goku, I haven't seen that deck since it came out. And
I played that deck once, and it was just for the meme. We used to do. All right, I'll tell you guys the story. We used to. I don't have pictures for context, but we used to do like the Friday before a set drops. We would all make the memeiest deck we could and bring it to locals. Like absolute jokes. One other deck I made was literally just 1/2 swap, and this was right after the national. Just 1/2 swap. It was just that, but I would always vomit double strike and intentionally not declare double strike because of the controversy that happened at the 2018 Nats. I would intentionally vomit with Hidden Power East Supreme Kai instead of Champa. I would intentionally not declare double strike and just lose all my games. Like that was the kind of shit we would do at that local. So I made that Goku with a Bulma deck because the TP Bulma had just come out. I don't know, she's like really happy or something, and they had just released a Black Frieza card where it was like Xeno Frieza and he was purple and he was going like
Terrible
whatever.
card.
It was a terrible card, but bro, you put 5 of those Friezas and you put that one Bulma on a couch. That's a deck. That's a deck, my guy. That was the entire premise of the deck.
Speaking on that disgusting Xeno Frieza card, I have a fucking bone to pick with that card, because out of that set, that is the only TP I got. And now I gotta see where I had the just pile of these disgusting things. I think I took out most of them.
You know what? I'll make a deck around that. After Gen Con, I'll play it in the next regional after Gen Con.
No, don't
You have
do
to
it.
use the. You have to use the. Yeah, there he is. That's him.
Oh,
He's
That's how
jumping
many I
over
fucking
the-
pulled out of that.
The
What?
5-drop, 7-drop yellow Frieza, where if they use an auto, they have to like burn 2 life or something.
Mm-hmm.
It-
I used that with him.
Xeno evolves over at what cost? Is that Frieza?
It's just any Frieza, yeah. It's sick. We gotta
Okay.
tap
But it
6
costs
for it.
like 6 energy. Yeah.
6 triple strike. When a card evolves into this card, randomly choose 2 cards from your opponent's hand and reveal them. If the revealed cards are battle cards, they're played with their skills negated. If they're extra cards, they go to the drop area.
Literally play 2 cards for your opponent
Yeah.
for 6 energy.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Black
Do it
Mass
and just
Sand
hope
there.
you rip token negates.
That's the way you go.
Oh.
You rip under 15k.
Actually,
They
they
gotta
played in
ditch
rest.
4 cards.
If you have enough energy, you could always just Turles.
If
They're
you
not
tap
playing
in-
eight
if you tap
energy.
in 6, yeah, I don't know what deck you're getting to 8 that's
Yo,
yellow.
turn 8, you got a 30k triple and a 20k double.
There-
Ooh. Ooh.
Golden Freeze is like the only thing that would make sense for that,
Yeah,
or some sort of ramp deck.
I don't know. Like maybe.
All right, now I'm thinking about it. I'll figure it out.
There, go to the lab.
Have fun with that guy. Oh my
I will.
gosh.
Okay, so for my picks here, definitely just the whole like the Roshi leader and all like what it's doing, because it's a weird green deck, and I really like set 15 Goku, which was a weird field green deck. And this one you can start playing stuff on your opponent's side as well, and then you kind of got a little bit of those Champa and Beerus elements where you're KOing to get effects and play higher into the chain, which it doesn't have the same kind of thing where you can attack non-barrier cards in active mode, but you still get a spam out piss babies on their side and swing into them. So I think that's really cool. So
I've always
that
loved the term piss babies that you've used.
is piss babies. I know. I gotta have some kind of emote to immortalize it, but
fantastic.
that's what they are. They're piss babies. That is like I like that. Is it gonna be dog shit? Probably. I think some of the cards look cool, like you mentioned the faded duo. That especially that Piccolo.
You can
not
just play that
being-
in another deck.
Yeah,
though.
I know. It's just like the Goku, and they remind me of the Goku and Tien like attacking cards from I think EB1 is when they came out, where they basically play off each other. One nukes the board, and then they're triple double. This one is just a little more hand control with the Piccolo's auto not being once per turn, which is pretty cool. Where it's just
Yeah,
dual
that's fun.
attack, swing
Fun
twice,
too, bro.
lose 2 cards. Here's my Zamasu without protection. But, you know, it's probably not going to stick there for too long. For looks, that hasn't been mentioned already. Out of the King Piccolo stuff, that 4-drop where he's really, like, fucking stretched out and stuff, I actually really like how, like, the perspective of the card is. Everything looks very Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball with the big circular eyes and everything, which I like, where it's not just stuck in one art style. Because you got the Piccolo Unison over there looking like he's ripped from the movie, like his CGI goodness. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that King Piccolo. Definitely, you know, I'd probably go with Piccolo Jr. originally, and the Yamcha. Those are both really good picks. I do really like how that Yamcha is like, wow, what the hell? They made him look cool.
I like that Piccolo Jr. is the Z leader for Piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's spitting them out,
Yep.
and then he gets evolved over him. That's a nice touch. They could have just given us a King Piccolo younger or something, but
They already got younger. They already got younger on the back. But that is a good point that Briar made, where it isn't like just like a regular Awaken when you can trigger it, because you're gonna go swing with your King Piccolo leader, get your draw, play your guy, and then add the crit and everything after, because that Z leader doesn't draw, but he does an activate main where he can play another 3-drop guy anyway. So like that turn, I think you have to play it like that to be optimal. Like, even if you can't sneak the attack through, that's still, like, why not, right?
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting deck to at least take a look at, and, like, you could probably do stuff, like, just like Red KP if you learn the sequencing and you're able to... Someone's going to come around and crack that deck. I think that's probably going to be the best green deck in the Z format. Someone will crack it, it just won't be me.
I definitely think there's potential for this thing to be snapped from the amount of free play there is, and the one
Piano
drop,
with barrier.
Yeah, piano with barrier basically, and it does, like, it's very vague on what you're playing. Like, it just says, I'm trying to see on the Z leader, because I think the Z leader, Z leaders play up to 1 green demon clan with energy cost of 3 or less from your hand, and I'm pretty sure, what's his face, the 2-drop Piccolo Jr. for burn decks. It's got Demon Clan tag. It's got the Demon Clan tag, or no? Doesn't?
No.
Okay.
No,
Damn.
they're very careful. KP and Piccolo cards do not have the Demon Clan tag.
Okay. See, I haven't played any KP deck.
It's just all the instruments, yeah.
All the instruments. Okay, makes sense. Okay,
But
well, there goes my idea.
It's still fine though. Like, the thing too is, like, that negate attack that they made for the deck too lets you play, like, you can play the red KP stuff in there too with it. So you can do some mix and match, which is nice. Yeah. But like, this is gonna be like a really go wide archetype, just like how KP used to be as well. The only thing like I find interesting is, like, they made a lot of, like, the 2-drops that you can free play off it, like 10Ks, right? But obviously, like, the leader, that Piccolo you were talking about, the one where, like, he's doing the pose, he can pump them up, right? So you have multiple cards in the archetype that make them stronger, so you should still be able to do an effective go wide strategy and potentially even make a green red. The only, like, things that if you notice, was like the negate attack that, like, can free play them is very specific in that it doesn't let you, like, free play anything higher than 15k. So, like, you couldn't do something weird like cheese out the the green red super rare from Draft Box 6. They're very, very careful about that.
I think they also prevented Strategist of Universe 7.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't do him and then play him and then burst and then play a simulated ability or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which would have been really nice,
but I think it's going to be fine overall. Like, the archetype seems to make a lot of sense. It seems to do good stuff. Like, the Tambourine, you free play it, and then you can pay 1, draw a card. Like, that isn't terrible. And you get to KO something. So you could, like, throw in some surprise attacks, I guess, if you want to throw some bricks in your deck. But you could. Because, like, it seems like a lot of the stuff here has some KO effects attached to it as well, right? So, like, you're free playing KO effects that free play other stuff. Like, why not? That isn't the worst thing on the planet, in all seriousness. You still have your fat head, which is hilarious that they did that, and you can also play it for free if your life's like 3 or less. Like, that's actually hilarious. Like, you can play fat head again, and it's a barrier this time, not a blocker, but, like, it's just a 15 barrier. So there's a lot of, like, nice little things around it. Which, I mean, why not, right?
And you can play drum again, and he's a blocker, just not barrier this time.
Just not barrier blocker. Rest in peace.
But he still KOs something when he comes in. Or, I guess, KOs instead of minusing, but it doesn't even need to be in rest mode. Just choose one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it. Like, it's just bada bing, gone.
Hold on, what symbol? Let me double check this symbol here. Yeah, so you pump up your dudes. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You're fine. The deck even has a built-in like Champa effect. The symbol when you combo it, you can give your leader double strike, right? It doesn't give like the 10k, like you still have to pay one. So I still think you probably want to just run Champa or Kai, but like if you want to like avoid for some reason not having any red cards in your deck, I guess you can run that. But whatever. I guess it's more double strikes so because you could run like your normal like Champas, and you still have the threat of having this as an additional like mana sink, right? So I guess there is still something to say about that. I don't know. There's definitely some food for thought here.
12 double strikes.
Wait, yeah, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
There you go. Every
You'll do
single
anything,
swing.
bro.
That's
You're trying to find something you won't do.
That's it.
If it involves Victory Strike or Apex, I can't do that because I don't have it. That's about it.
Beat me at Anime North. Oh.
My heart. Oh. No, that was a great set we played though. Honestly,
For sure.
That was good. I learned a lot there. It was really good. Yeah, no, I think the archetype's gonna be pretty good though. Like the drum KOs, the tambourine KOs, and the drum KOs anything, right? And then that can be free played, right?
Mhm.
So you have a lot of like spot removal, and you have all the going wide strategy. It's just like the thing that's interesting is like obviously doing that high risk, high reward of trying to get yourself to like low life to get into your the whatchamacallit, the Z leader.
Mhm.
But it's like I wonder if it's like a deck where you might even seriously consider running that remember that the King Piccolo Unison from set 12, the rejuvenate one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Maybe it's something like that where you would seriously consider it because that can be played for 1 mana depending on how many cards in your opponent's hand, right? So
Yep,
maybe
7.
there is something there. And then it's just like you can do the 1-drop spam then because then you can like do the thing, put 1-drops under, and then like spam out like I don't know Dodorias or some shit, right? And get even more double strikes, which will put your life
Wait,
down.
hold on. Why would you spam Dodorias?
Whatever.
You can spam Zarbons. Zarbudos, excuse me. You can spam Zarbudos. It's
You
a lot
do.
better.
You're right. Okay.
Optimal,
Yeah.
honestly.
Optimal. This is true.
Now he's getting excited for the deck. Hey, what?
You know what?
Zarbudos. Huh?
Bro, I'm actually. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I think that's gonna be fun.
This man's catchphrase. He's already said it like 4 times. I've not watched a lot of other team talks, but does he say it this much? I have to go count. I'll go watch them all in detail and see how many times I'll do it comes out.
Make a list for us.
Make you counter, huh?
Oh, to quote Briar, I'll do it.
That's it. Need something done. We got the man for the job.
He'll do it.
He'll do it.
Yes, I fucking will. Holy shit.
But yeah, the green stuff. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think at least the King Piccolo. I think it's a solid. It looks like a solid deck. It looks like it could be. I think it might take a little time for it to be cracked completely, but I think it's got a good shot at doing it with. It's a very similar concept to Red, where just go wide and spam out all these guys and fucking whiteboard, start swinging, go nuts, and now you got a barrier guy that can draw you your cards and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah, if I don't find anything crazy to do with the fated rivalry of Piccolo and Goku, I'll probably gravitate towards King Piccolo just because it seems like Gotenks is cool, but I can't fucking stand the character. And then Turtle Hermit, I don't. Yamcha's cool, but I can't fucking stand Goku, man.
This guy over here.
Gotenks is actually my favorite character all
That's-
of Dragon Ball, so it's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
That's 2. That's cheating. You gotta pick one, bro.
No, Gotenks. Just
Okay,
him,
that's fair.
as a character, he's my favorite. But because he's not an all-time character, I've chosen Trunks. That still.
Nah, you can pick Gotenks, bro. Follow your heart.
Yeah.
But
You don't
watch
even
the
know what the
Dragon
fuck
Ball
Brianda
Fusions.
Chateau is, bro.
But I'm excited of the support for Gotenks. The 2 that were revealed from the main set, being able to remove the you're gonna be spamming ghost tokens now, so being able to remove them to pop stuff, or remove markers from unison just from popping your ghost tokens that are probably gonna be rested anyways because you're gonna be swinging with them, and drawing a card. So you're making, you're plussing up a card that you can't combo anyways. That'll probably get wiped with a dormant or something. I don't
There
know.
you go.
It's pretty cool.
Oh,
I love
I could just never get used to like paying for like Unison or Potara or Fusion or anything like that. I always found it like it feels so bad to miss a piece that I'm always like, why not just play a card? Why do I need 2 cards to play a card when
They
I can just play a
literally
card?
added
But
another.
the Gokul is good, where you can go get the, and then the Gogeta Unison that helps helps you find your pieces. I know people who are super excited about the Gotenks, and fantastic that you guys are getting it.
Yeah.
The only time I ever gave any amount of shit about Gotenks was the first patch of Fighters, because you could do the donut into Ginyu body swap.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that was the only time I ever cared about Gotenks. I just like to do the body swap.
Cancer.
Beautiful.
That was it. Until they give me like a Ribrianne skin that goes over Majin Buu in the game, I don't know. I think I'm going back to it. They have the
Cancer.
same body type, bro.
You're not wrong.
Not a lot.
But yeah, the Gotenks, I know they revealed some stuff for it too. Where it was
pretty
just that the one that you were talking about, it doesn't look too bad for it. But then again, I'm in the same boat where I'm just like, for me, it's more just being a set 10 leader. It's just like come
not
That
on.
was like last week, bro.
I can't complain.
See, that's same with Trunks too. Like Trunks, I get it. You killed all the promo cards for no reason, Bandai. But like, why didn't you just do set 2 Trunks, the combo one? This is Zenkai. Why the combo one would have worked gangster? I don't know why not. Just try to revamp it a little bit, right? Because it's already a combo deck. So Zenkai, everyone's just like, ooh, free combo decks. That's what we're going for here. That one I don't think it's free. It's from your hand, and then you draw an extra one or whatever. It's been so long
And
since
it's
I
only
played
on
this
your
one.
turn.
It's only on your turn. See, make it both turns. Maybe on the backside you get a free combo from the drop. See, this is.
I think my mind like blanked what that card did from existence after like sitting down against it and being 1-2 swapped so often. My mind kind of just like
it was one of the top.
It was one. If you don't play Hurdigarn, you played Trunks, and like it was because you wanted more cards in your hand than Hurdigarn, but like it's and you wanted the My blockers to stop Champa Mira battering.
Bringing back memories, bro. Bringing back.
Yeah.
I played it because I didn't want to play Goku, and I felt Hirudegarn and Goku were too OP for locals, so I played Trunks because that was the lesser of the 3 evils.
Yeah, we've all played Super Saiyan 3 something at some point.
Very true. Super Saiyan 3 Ultra Instinct Sign. That was my baby.
That was some good stuff. I played Veggies for a while with Super Saiyan 3. That was pretty crazy. Getting like Kaba T1 was ridiculous. And then Maidens, because you could get the transformation turn 3. So you would do like, what was it, turn 1 play Brienne, turn 2 evolve into Ribrianne, turn 3 transformation, and then you've got the sequence and you can discard the 2 with transformation with a squadron leader.
Okay.
Ideas for new SS3.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a play line, bro. You draw the cards you need. You only really need to see like Brienne and transformation, and then like eventually find a Rosie and a Kakunsa, which there are more of now. Like you can play Beastly, or you can play the one that untaps, or you can play the combo one. And then Brienne probably finds you the Ribrianne.
Just have a lot of options. Interesting. I need to really sit down and look at the U2 stuff more. My problem is I never bought the drop boxes, and I started way after TOP came out, so I just never got.
Question. I've played that chain with at least 10 different leaders.
Interesting.
You have to. You're contractually obligated.
Yeah, no, I will.
Come talk to me, bro. Come talk to me about anything Maidens related. I can tell you. Okay. I can tell you every fucking card in the game, bro.
Okay, I will.
One thing I know, it's Universe 2 cards.
You know what? I'm gonna hit you up on that because yeah, it's definitely something interesting.
We can talk. Zeno. Back then it was Zeno. It was Brienne, and then it was Zeno. Zeno Maidens was fun, and then it became Shenron Maidens. I played Mono Green Shenron Maidens, and then I played after the Yellow Broly nerf. After Child's Wish got hit, we played Yellow Broly Maidens because you would untap the 7-drop Ribrianne and then pay 1 Paragus, kill it, and play Broly. And that was a whole bunch. And then Green Yellow Shenron Maidens that I did really well with at Nats. And then Dredge Maidens. And then a new form of Dredge Maidens. And I haven't found room for them. Oh, no. There was Cell Surge Maidens. So getting the Pretty Cannon Unleashed that plays Jamise on turn 3 into Zerloin Avatar, or whatever that was. I know Turles did that. That one guy who cheated with Turles did that too.
I remember facing the Dredge Maidens.
Turles Maidens, there you go.
Turles Maidens. What guy cheated?
What? Am I lying?
No, of course not. Oh man, that's jokes. No, no, definitely the U2 stuff definitely seems very interesting and appealing to me. I know one of the guys on our side too. He did something interesting with some of the maiden cards with Gamma for some interesting reason, and it was kind of wild where he would make me like we were facing on me maybe like discard 4, and I'm like, wait a second, you just made me discard. He's like, yeah, I get fucked. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, guess I'm screwed.
The juices are flowing.
Yeah, I can talk to you later about what he basically did, but I don't know. It was interesting. It was like using that one extra card that plays a 2 from grave, and then played like the 2. I think it's that orange guy, the one where like when he's played, you make your opponent discard 2, and he like leaves the board. It's the 4 cost 20k, I think, right?
The 4 cost Rabanra 20k. When he comes in, they discard 2, and if he leaves, you play a 3 or less ignoring.
Yes, and what he would play off it being removed was the super combos, the 18 super combos that make you bottom deck. The bottom deck.
The next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It was definitely something interesting.
I used to do that with I'd run 1 Cosmic Elite and then be a blocker, and then he would discard as well.
Okay.
Talk about maidens all day, bro.
Okay.
Reborn Jamise, and then he discounts later if he doesn't get removed. They need spot removal after they've removed your card, or else you get all your discounts. There's a lot. The 5-drops can go get assimilated ability.
Okay. This is definitely some stuff I'm yeah, okay, I'm gonna definitely reach out to you for some stuff. I'm definitely gonna do some spicy stuff now. Like I'm being honest, after Gen Con, every other regional this year, I'm just gonna play meme shit. Like
yeah, I'm in that same boat. Same boat. I've got like a pet project right now, and I'm gonna start working on it because I'm so fucking bored of Cooler that I need something else. I need anything else that's not Cooler right now.
By the way, your Cooler list?
Lists. I want to go see those King Cold lists that topped in but fuck nowhere or wherever they topped. I need to go see everything, bro.
You gotta play that King Cold Big Getty Star list. That's if you want to be miserable, that's the thing to do.
I don't think I'm gonna play the Big Getty Star Field though.
That's you got.
Why did you play the field?
Because it's King Cold. It's a 2-drop green field.
Yeah, but you don't play that.
Yeah, I do. Let's see. You got it. It's a 2-drop green field. You throw it in there, and then it doesn't work at all. It's the most clunky bullshit because you have way too many fields in your deck, and you'd have not enough meta coolers. It was great.
My opinion was just like you just onslaught the 2-drop green yellow. No,
you can't because it's mono green.
Also,
I thought it was green yellow. I thought I was onto something, but no, I was off the yin yang. It's only mono green.
That's interesting.
I'm like 99% sure.
I like my hand destruction King Cold build the better than when
King Cold is looking good.
Yeah, I was playing Sheila the Beautiful off of Onslaught, and that was really fun.
That's a good one. Bringing back the classics.
Chile the
Okay.
Beautiful has a special place in my heart after Celebrations 2019. That card and like Kami's Power and Plea for Salvation are all cards that I'll never ever forget.
Plead for Salvation. That's the Goku
The
stops
Green
him
World
from
piece. It's the Green World piece.
Green World piece. Okay.
It's literally the same Texas World piece, except you get to KO a 2 or less, and you can only res
Oh.
green cards.
Okay. Yeah.
So you would stick a bunch of Chilis and then just Plea for Salvation and play a Chili, and then you've got like 3 on board. You pop something with Plea, and then you're making them drop a whole bunch of cards.
Huh. Okay.
It also let you play the veggies chain too, right? The Kaba veggies thing.
Yep.
You do that too.
Yep. It's any. I think you can still play the Kaba Veggie Chain with it. You just have to fucking wait until turn 4 when you're a leader who can't attack.
What a fun time.
I fucking miss Wish, bro. Wish was so fun.
Yeah. Don't tell
Uh,
me.
Was I
That's
miss
Rest in
Purunga
peace,
the most.
Wish.
Purunga was so
That-
good.
That green yellow Shenron Maidens that I played at Nats, I don't think I'm ever gonna do better than that in my life. That's my crowning achievement in this card game, and I'm totally fine with it.
Bring it back.
I was gonna say it's a pretty good segment. We were gonna go into the Pretty Boy Joe segment here. I was gonna
Oh shit!
give you an
There's a whole
official
segment for me.
congratulations on your Anime North win. So like walk us through what was up. What was obviously Cooler was the pick, and Cooler just being the best green deck that I think we got right now. A lot of
Thank
people can
you.
argue Cell, but I think it's Cooler.
Thank you. I heard no one saying Cooler. Devin was saying King Cold is still the best green deck.
No.
It's
And I
still
was
sick.
like, bro, I'm like, you like that deck. You're fucking godly at making that deck. And every time he released a new build or whatever of King Cold, I said, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day, sir. I necked at that shit, and then I just kept winning with it. But how are you gonna play your anything in this format? How are you gonna play 4-drop? How are you gonna play 5-drop? Like, there's no way you're playing any battle cards in this fucking format if they don't have barrier. How
True.
is King Cold gonna do anything? You're wild. Anyway, Cooler was sort of the deck that I had the most rep with. I was gonna bring fucking Cell because Nick Menard's like, oh, play Cell, and I was like, you know what? You're probably right, but I don't have it built. I don't have the reps with it. Like, he gave me a great deck list, and I'm like, this looks really interesting, but the deck's fucking boring. Cell is a fucking boring deck to play. You sit there with your little barrier blocker guys, and you're like, all right, swing at me. All right, here's my floodgate for the turn. All right, I'm gonna attack you and then untap, and then here's my floodgate. Like, come on, I don't want to fucking sit there, bro. I don't want to sit there and just fucking let you swing into my. It was fun at first. I was like, yo, park the bus, play these fucking blockers out, and then just chill till turn 5, and then it's set 2 again, baby.
Mhm.
But then, like, no, Cell's boring to play. King Cold can't stick any of the cards he gives a fuck about. So, obviously, Cooler.
I was gonna say Cooler, the exact opposite of parking the bus, because you usually don't see turn 5. You're usually there and
I
already
forget.
ran over a whole school full of children. Like, this fucking deck is gas. Like, it doesn't stop. Especially the build that you did, where it's
What
just
was
like
that? Was
3
that
toes.
3 mana thing? Juvenile missiles?
Yeah, juvenile
I fucking
missiles.
watched that.
Yeah, that was.
Tom said juvenile missiles.
Yeah, that
That was
was.
fucking wild.
I don't.
Uh,
It was like. It was. I don't even. I read it as juvenile missiles too. I'm like, wait, what? And then javelin. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah, juvenile missiles. That's great. No, so I just said, like, I don't think Cooler does terrible. First of all, I was tired of losing to Eric on U7. I was fucking fed up of getting to turn 4 and then he kills me. So I was like, first of all, I need a deck that can beat U7 because I'm fucking sick of losing to Eric.
Mm.
Second of all, I had the deep intel that a bunch of Crossworlds guys were going to be there with yellow-blue trunks. So I was like, well, that's fucking terrifying, but time to main and side heavily against Trunks because I know it's going to be there.
And was it there?
It was there. I played 2 mono yellows and a yellow-blue. Jordan in the finals played yellow-blue. and then Zuhair played yellow, and I played someone else playing yellow round 1.
And that was that good old side deck choice that you were putting main deck in that 3-mana tournament where you didn't, use it at all.
No, that Vegeta won the matchup so hard. I would always it would be turn 4, and they would have like a Putin and 2 3-drop Trunkses and like a Turles and a Riposte on board, and I had just dormanted or something, so they couldn't attack me. So they got a whole bunch of shit stuck on board. Overwhelm Toa, force Toa to rest because they have all their fucking effects. Play Vegeta, and they've got no board. Everything's gone, and I'm like, okay,
Double crit.
literally nothing to worry about. Swing like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta rebuild all their shit now. I had a really close game.
I was saying the same shit. I also faced 3 yellow Trunks as well. 2 mono, 1 blue yellow with Jordan. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, Jordan got super unlucky against me. Like I'll say that. That's the first thing I gotta say because it's true. But we had a really good game. My mans didn't see a 3-drop Trunks until turn 3. And by then, I was at like 4 life. So I breakthrough'd it just because I knew he didn't have another one. And I was just, I'm never going to let you stick this fucking card, bro.
Because that card is just, oh god, when it's there on the board, right?
It's so annoying to deal with. And then all 3 yellow Trunks games, they literally went tap 3 for Gohan, Unison, +1 on it, draw a card. Swung into me, and I said, you know what, Kibito, I'll take that. That's really cool. Triple attack.
Yep, that's the cooler SCR right there. That we at least from what I saw at the 3-mana tournament, where it was just that killing the GT ship. I don't know if you ran into any GTs at Anime North, but they're watching Cooler just shred the ship twice in a row. Oh god, it was hilarious.
I have played a lot of Eric playing GT though, so the first 2 turns of the game in my head are already cemented. Like, everyone at locals knows you gotta put 6 markers on the ship or against Cooler, or else it's getting sunk immediately. You can do, realistically, you can do 5 to 6 swings. If you go first, you can get 6 markers off. If you're willing to pitch a 5 or a 5 or 2. It's wacky. It's fucking bonkers. So I was ready for GT. I was hoping to see GT, but it was a lot of U7s. And then my plan against them was all the same, which was
swing harder.
Use my cards to attack his face, and then if they floodgate me really hard and they're about to go to turn 4, you play Bigamora and then you kill them.
Yeah, I guess that's the play, right?
I feel like that's what all the U7 players who aren't Eric want to do, which is just, play tempo, play value, defend your life because you awaken and you don't have to rip, and then turn 4, start playing bomb cards, and then you're supported by your Unison that you played on turn 3 and then awakened with, and then it's bomb card, bomb card, bomb card, bomb card, and I'm like, well, if they want to do that, fucking stop them from doing that. Eric goes low with his little guys, and I think that's super smart. I think that's definitely how you have to approach the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you. After we faced off, I faced a bunch of my friends, like, hey, play cooler, play cooler, play cooler, and pretty much just like how you're saying, I would just honestly go off the lower end stuff instead of the higher end stuff, unless I know 100% it's a guaranteed kill, and basically I took it as a lesson, because when you use that Kibito against him, I'm like, you know what? Never again. If I ever see a cooler pass him with 2 open mana, I'm killing his fucking Unison. I'm gonna put that shit to 1 marker.
Yeah, you can't give me a combo phase. That's what everyone did at the event, which probably. I know that a lot of Crossworlds guys, I don't want to say they were underprepared or anything, but a lot of them had to read leader. So I guess they only prepared for U7 and Gamma and Yellow Trunks.
I don't know why no one prepared for Cooler. Cooler, I think
don't
it's
know
snapped.
either.
I think it's snapped. I honestly think that it's a
My man's won a store championship with no fucking SCR.
I wasn't even running an SCR. I was very similar list to yours, but no SCR. I'm just the only green SCRs I got is Cell, and there's literally no way to play Cell in this deck unless I throw in my side deck Goku and Tien chain that I put in there for shits and giggles. But
yeah, honestly, I think you're right though, because when I faced one of the Crossworld guys too, in the final round, It wasn't Jordan, obviously, because Jordan had beaten me. I literally did not lose a single life. Like I felt like he wasn't ready for the U7 matchup, and he was playing Trunks. And like on my turn 4, I think I had like I don't remember what the hell I did, but he didn't have a Poutine on board. I was clearing his board effectively, and like I played the Vegeta SCR, and he's like, "Oh wait, let me read this card." I'm like, "Sure, no problem." He was at 3 life. I'm like, "Okay."
Let me read this card.
And I'm like,
Top
"Sure,
10
go ahead."
famous things said before death.
Yeah, that's
Right.
and
then- And then I swing, and he's like, "Okay, token negate." I'm like, "Sure." +1 on baby. Take your token negate. Swing again with Vegeta SCR. Token negate again. I'm like, "Okay."
GG's.
Activate main, burn you for 1. And he's like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "You just read the card. What do you mean, wait, what?" But I'm like, you know what? Sure, no problem. I'll let you take it back. You can take back the token negate. And I just like he like combo dumped, and then I'm like, all right, I play new ruler. He's like, scoop. It's like,
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. It's just how much stuff you can do turn 4 with that deck, where it's just like you're dead, buddy. Like if you don't have a single answer to this, you're dead. Now he had what
Oh.
2 answers, and
yeah.
you
But
know,
I'll be honest though, like your build for like cooler is amazing. Honestly, like I did not fear that deck. I thought it was a garbage deck. Like I did not think anything
Me
of that
too,
deck.
bruh.
But like honestly, man, like kudos to you. It's really, really well built. It's really well designed, and like the sequencing that you do, it makes perfect sense, and it works super. Like I started like trying your playstyle, and like adopted. I swear, I've not dropped 1 game of cooler yet. It's
That makes sense.
like
Honestly, like
it's just too good.
you can really run people over if they're not prepared.
that's
Yeah, it's
the
me
thing,
I think the 3 Toa. I love the 3 Toa so much.
Perfect.
That's like
That's-
my favorite thing.
I was running 1, and then just even bumping up to 2 because I could only find 2. I'm just like, wow, okay, you know what? I probably do want 3 because just
Yes,
being
that's
able
it.
to do this, like, I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to play my cooler SR. It's just like I barely
will.
played that fucking SR. I was playing Toa. That was my battle card. Where it's just like, yeah, drop another one. Okay, I'm gonna go into this Frieza Unison. Drop another one. Like it just feels so good when you're swinging and then also ripping a card out of their hand like before.
The
that.
SR is great too, though, because like it's. I think people maybe overestimate how difficult it is to get 3 unisons and drop. It's not fucking
No.
hard at all, bro. It's not hard at all. You could do that so easily and then just play your guy. But the thing is, like, why do you not just play Cooler and then Toa?
Yeah.
Like, how is it so hard to put 3 unisons and a bonus card in your drop area and then just put one back with Cooler and then play Toa? Like,
Yeah.
It's not hard.
No, it's
It's not hard to get 4 cards in your drop area.
No.
It's not
Dormant
fucking
doesn't have to
rocket
work.
Yeah,
science.
exactly. That's true. And most people are thinking, right, when they do it, they're like, oh, but I want the cooler for next turn, whatever. Yeah, you burn through those unisons, going to the drop, drawing your cards, and keeping your hand fresh. Like, yeah, it's definitely the way to go with those Toas where you're just bombing a 15. It's a 15k swing too, so it's a potentially lethal swing
It's
going
amazing,
in.
bro.
It's just
it's literally a 3 card. It's a 3 card trade
Mhm.
because they lose a card, they outcombo the 15k swing, and your leader gains the 5k. Yeah.
Mhm.
So for 0 energy over realm 3, if you've pressured enough, it's a 3. They lose 3 cards in hand.
Mhm.
Or 4 even if they try to out combo the leader swing base 20.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's where the extra 5 comes in, is because they need an
Yeah.
extra 5 for the leader.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's definitely the way to go because I've seen like maybe where people are like not respecting cooler as much as seeing a lot of like hand control builds with rib brand and stuff. It's like that. I don't think that's the way to go. You just go gas and you got your built-in little hand control with the Toa, the Frieza SR, and then whatever else you got. But I
The
think
real
that's
hand
enough.
control, yeah. The real hand control comes from all the little 15k swings after your opponent's at 4 life.
Mhm.
Because, sorry, my eye is like burning up. Ugh. People having knowledge of the Golden Frieza, the fact that it is so commonly known, no one's going to go down to 3.
Yeah,
You're at
exactly.
4, you're not going down to 3 unless you have like 2 token negates in hand.
No,
No one's going down to 3. So once they get to 4, which is where they want to be, they will actively be like, give me this life, I would like to be at 4. Once they get there, every swing is pitch 1.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
completely
if it's
true.
not, yeah.
Because
And if it's not, then it's like I'm using valuable floodgates that I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, if you want to floodgate me this turn, I have no problem with it because now I'll just go hand discard
yep.
and I'll make you drop 3 cards.
That's exactly what I was gonna say there. Because anytime I got floodgate, it was just like, okay, well, it's time for me to play this cooler because you're tapped out and you don't have enough markers on your. Even if you do, most of the matchups I played were red anyway, so it's just like I'm gonna still hit the board, so that's fine. I'm gonna make you discard one, even if this guy dies, I don't care. And then here's Toa. If it's violent rage, she can still swing under it. So let's have a party.
Yeah, no, it's reminds me most of Red Broly BR, where it punched you in the face, but then it also fucked with your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of vibes like that.
And then just it being
But also,
cooler,
like,
right? Like it's just like,
yeah, but
why the
it's
hell?
uninteractable as well.
Yeah, just all the unisons. Everyone's just like, okay, well, let's put in this this Piccolo card that it hits a 4-drop card coming in. She's like, okay, cool. I still got my Empower though. You wasted 2 energy for that. That's fine. You didn't want to drop an extra card, I guess. But yeah, let's go see what happens after this. Like it's really just hard to deal with. Like unless you're playing green, right? You got your dormant, and then you're just like, oh, here you go. Even violent raise, like it's just like, most of my guys are 15k besides the 2 SRs, and then I can just go start swinging with some battle cards or my leader. Like there's a lot of stuff that's just like, I'll work around
I'll
it.
be honest, facing it as well, like V-Rays helps a bit, but it's like the issue that comes into like using the V-Rays is like, yeah, I can be like, okay, V-Rays, Unison's like, oh cool, he'll never Golden Frieza. But it's like, what about the Kibito and the Double Strike Coolers? Did you forget about those?
Yeah, it's hard because you go tall in both areas. Like,
Yeah.
Golden's a threat. Golden's a real threat, but I think the reason a lot of cooler players lose their games or people like don't want to play cooler is because they think Golden Frieza is a kill option. They think Golden Frieza is there to end the game, and I could not disagree more. I have not once in my life vomited on a Golden Frieza swing. That is not his purpose.
See,
he is not there to close
I seen
games.
you getting scared in the chat when I did that. I don't know if it was against the Bulma match or it was against the Invoker. Where I'm just like, I can't let this Invoker even awaken. We can't let this happen. I don't know what this bastard's gonna do. But we have to go in.
I think Invoker's fine just because that is like the one deck where it can, except like they still could use some stupid shit like Clash of Mass Warriors and you vomited for nothing. But
Invoker's a weird matchup. I definitely tested it a lot. Just kind of like because Jose wanted to test Cooler more than I wanted to test Invoker. But I got some really valuable information out of it matchup. It's in my head I was like, yo, I'm a hand destruction deck against Invoker, of course I win. Why would I not win? And then I lost like 3 or 4 games in a row with an old build, and that's when I was like, something needs to change. These Whis and Vados Unisons are in power. They're not good.
No,
They're not good at all, bro.
Garbanzo beans.
That's what when you can't switch. Like, you see, I was running the knees like in main deck. I know you weren't because you were going 4 homicidal. I was only going 2 homicidal, and I just wanted that greasy bastard, which I barely saw, even though I ran 4. I saw more Dorays, and I run like 2 Dorays main deck, and then I have the other 2 side.
2-3 Dorays fine.
But just being able to have all your guys be lethal on their awakened side, it's like extremely important. When it's just like
it's
pitch a card,
one, right?
pitch a card to save
It's pitch
yourself.
one. It's pitch one. Every one of your 15Ks is pitch one.
No, that's the Vados and stuff. It's like it's a 9k. It's like, oh sure, they can discard one, but like, what am I really doing? I still got to pay another energy to go into a real unison, or have to combo up on this thing.
Yeah, like the Whis thing is like Vados is terrible. I don't know why anyone ever played that, beside the fact that it had Empower as a keyword skill. The Whis, the argument is usually like, well, I'm more hand control, so they're discarding a card. Okay, but tell me, if they're at 3 life and you swing 15k on their face, they're discarding a card. Because they're going to out-combo because they don't want to take the hit.
Mm-hmm.
They lose a card.
No matter what.
And it's specifically a card that has combo power. It's not at least they discard a dead card.
Yeah.
A 15k swing from insert generic unison that has 15k combo power or 15k power, that is a card that is valuable to them. At least a little.
Yeah. No, that's the same thing. When you have a literal SR in that set that also limit 1 discards a card, but is a 20k swing where they got to eat either a super combo or 2 5k combos. It's just like
That card's fucked, bro.
yeah, it's just like I literally when I was seeing the thing, I'm like, God, why does this guy have to have the SPR? Why can't the golden one? This guy looks like shit. And then actually play, I'm like, this card's fucking snapped. This like
Yep.
it's always you can always swing with it. I'm just like, oh, you're not gonna be able to, like, nah, it is literally always live. Like, and if they're gonna swing into it, sure, they're wasting resources on it. I don't care. They're wasting their swings. I got more time to set up and do shit, and then play another one the next turn anyway.
From my playtesting, people did try swinging Unison at first, and they caught on pretty quickly that like it's a huge fucking waste.
Mm-hmm.
People ask me like, should I swing at Unison? I will give you. There is one instance where swinging at Unison isn't the worst idea, and it's if the cooler player goes first, and they use their 1 energy to play a Unison that isn't Demigra.
Even if it is
Then-
Demigra, I usually am swinging at it anyway, so they don't combo. Just the
Right.
free damage,
But I mean, like,
yeah.
if you can tick 2 off, then you force them to commit it. They get their draw, obviously, but you force them to either use an energy or use the leader to commit, and it makes them not gain value from another Unison. Because all the Unisons in the cooler archetype, they need 3 markers when they come in to get their value. So there always has to be one guy that comes in, is a 15k swing, and then leaves. Usually like a Salza or a Dore if you don't need it. Primarily Demigra, obviously. But if you don't have Demigra, you have to use a little guy that is gonna feels bad, doesn't get his effect, so that you can start getting your 3 costs, your Empower 3 effects. So if you can tick that guy down T1 because they played it for some reason, then it forces them to play another Unison that won't gain extra value. But otherwise, I don't think you ever would swing Unison. Green, as a color, since the game began, has been just punch them in the face to win. Just punch green. If they're doing hand control or any kind of control, green, aside from yellow, I'm going to say green has the brickest color in the game. Aside from yellow. Yellow's pretty brick. They got a lot of counters and stuff that they want to do when specific things happen. Green has always naturally had brick. So you just punch the green player in the face. It's probably what they don't want you to do the most.
It's true. But that's the thing too, when
Very
it's
true.
cooler and then you're seeing like all these people play U7 or Bulma even, like that was one that I saw. I'm just like, well, how are people still playing Bulma? This fucking shit goes for so long. But where it's these things where it's like, okay, turn 4 is when you wanna go wild. We'll work with that, okay? Let's see how low we can get your life before that time.
Yeah.
Fucking Loma.
That's just okay. Yeah, we're in overtime. So what game is this? Yeah, game 1. I recycled my deck 5 times with that Videl or whatever the fuck, so I don't mill myself out. We're on turn 12.
But that's so risky against green, though. Like, green already has the Majin Vegeta unison that can just get rid of everything they do anyways. It's like, oh, I want a bunny girl. It's like, focus breakthrough, go fuck yourself. Oh, I wanted the Dodoria, go fuck yourself. Oh, I wanted fuck off.
Funny story about those cards. I actually played against a blue baby tonight.
Mm.
And that was a great time because of it was just a funny interaction that I noticed, but Tuffle reduces their cost.
Yep.
So like the brainwashed Gohan I was able to hit with Dodoria because he's a 3 that becomes a 2.
Yeah.
And then Breakthrough was able to hit Ready to Rumble Vegeta. So, it was really funny. Oh, it was so nice. Hitting like Oceanus and Gohan with Dodoria, like a little 0+5 that comes in.
Mm-hmm. No, that
Beautiful.
Dodoria, oh, that feels so much better.
That
like,
Dodoria is so
yeah.
good, bro.
That's one card where it's just like, okay, yeah, like, why not? I'm always gonna have a unison, so
Yeah.
it is a focus breakthrough. That's it hits every floodgate, like that is a battle card. Topo, Boo, fucking Oceanus, like, why not, right? Because focus, you gotta wait till 4, but I don't know. That Dodoria definitely came in clutch
You
for
get
me.
to 4. You get to 4
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
that's true,
But
too.
I understand what you mean.
And having an extra card,
Techni-
right? So it's just like,
Yeah,
I can't combo
it's a
this if I
0+5.
need to.
Breakthrough is a little clunky. When you play like 4 clones, like I did, you do get a little bit of clunk.
Yeah. That was part of my reasoning. Also, I was too lazy to look for the other two, so I'm just like, yeah, you know what, knees, I can combo him to the drop with the activate battle, so we're fine.
The only thing that Breakthrough does up on Dodoria is stops Dabura from coming in.
That's true,
That
because
was
these
the
three,
one.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was the one reason I really like Breakthrough, because they'll be like, huh, whenever I'm at a local, like during all the 3-mana circuit, or when I come to a local, people are like, oh, he's gonna be playing some hand discard stupidness. Let me put Dabura in.
And
So I just started being like, okay, well, if you're gonna put Dabura in, let me put Breakthrough in.
and it worked, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
of course. And then like, I myself do side for hand control, but I don't play Dabura because green and yellow have access to the
free ones.
1-drops that come in and just draw you one. I think that card's ridiculous. Those cards are fucking
broken.
Stupid. They're so stupid.
Dabura's a swing, but these guys are like, yeah, draw one, and then I can just combo them off later. Like, why not, right? I don't need
How much value?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's free is really good, because if you've got a Dabura in hand, you've got to like fear float one, and you can't do the plays you want to do. You have to play behind a turn, and then like the one turn you have to like play your 3-cost unison on 3, because you have to do that because that's how your deck works. That's when all the hand destruction comes out. And you're like, well, fuck, I might as well discard Dabura because he's the worst card in my hand, and I'm tapped out.
That's true, and even worse comes to worse, you can still charge those other ones in your color. Dabura is just dead on charge. Like, you can't charge that in most of the decks you're playing, so...
Yep.
So yeah, yellow and green are the only two that got that, right? It was what?
I believe so.
Dabura is the only other one. I looked it up recently. Those are the only 3.
Everybody else got wrecked.
Yep. Get the hell out
I mean, honestly, thank God for that. Like, imagine red if they had that, bro. I'd be busted.
They have it. It's Dabura.
That's see, there you go. You just gotta pay the extra for it.
I'm not paying dick.
They say an instinct.
Not paying too. Fuck that.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
That's your turn, bro.
Sorry, no, I'm not gonna go there. Me and my jank thoughts.
Go there.
But
I want to hear the jank thoughts. Come on.
Go.
So I've been looking for a red Sand Leader forever to be able to play the counterattack counter, the red yellow one.
Yes.
You need a red leader. So every time I look at cards, and U7 technically could run red yellow, but
I search good.
Yeah, but I'm talking burst, all that stuff.
Potentially, if we're good boys and girls, this new Sin Shenron deck, which I know we're not on the red talk yet, but could possibly have some red-yellow stuff. They don't want to go sleepy time again with a Shin Shenron leader, so maybe they can have some wild stuff there, throw that in the Surge leader. I don't know. But I doubt it. I highly doubt it because the NyQuil Dragons. But with that being said, I know we are hitting the hour mark here. So, Pretty Boy Joe, tell us, you already said follow your Twitch. Let people know where to find you and what's up in the life of Pretty Boy Joe.
You reminded me, search Piccolo Maidens, so that's another to add to the list.
True.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do, I know we wanted to talk about Fight Night. Do we have time to talk about that real quick?
We got time.
Okay, sick. When is that happening?
I have no fucking clue. Hopefully this month. I was looking for the third weekend of August, but we got to confirm with Dragon Ball Super Card Game Canada. I'm gonna have to message Christian directly with that because he needs to be able to get the posters and stuff done so we can generate some hype for this.
Yeah, because I was talking to Eric and Kenneth and Jamie, and they all really wanna play.
Okay.
So, especially Jamie, he's so excited for it.
No, fuck. Well, that's good. That's at least what, 3 of you there?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. That's what the original numbers we were looking at.
I'll do it. I'll do it on behalf of. I know he'll want me to bring it up. Do you traditionally play in the fight nights?
No, I have only been officially in the Hermit style one against good old Jimmy Bacon as a secret match, and it was miserable because it was like 2 in the morning, and we ran 5 matches that time. Like, we were just after both commentating for like 7 hours or 6 hours, or whatever, and just playing against each other. We're both like, I just want to die. I'm so hungry. Like, let's
That's fair.
let's
That's
finish this
fair.
quick. But it was
I
fun.
know. I know. Carlos said he wanted to face off against you.
Oh
And
god, he
hold
already
you
had
hostage for
he
another hour.
hold me hostage. Yeah, just like the good old thing I just posted with the Five Nights at Freddy's thumbnail, because that's what it felt like. Held hostage there till 6 a.m.
But yeah, absolutely. I really want to get in on that. I'm super happy. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm bringing because I think I've already made my decision. You guys
Let's
are
see.
interested.
Let's see one of these. Sneak
I bet
peek.
you one of them's gonna involve maidens.
Wow.
One of these, actually,
I bet all
Maidens is
three.
not. Maidens is not the theme that I'm going for this time around. Isn't that
Damn.
wild?
This is
They're
weird.
actually there's a
Heresy.
card. There is a card in the game that has all 3 of my leaders on it that I'm bringing to this fight night.
Oh,
I'll show you guys. The theme is family outing.
Boom. Oh no.
Ah,
Oh.
okay.
My pet project here.
Nah,
Starter Frieza?
I assumed it would be Pod Frieza.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. It's a nice little galactic family outing. I felt like that was a really nice appropriate theme. I hope you guys do themes. Themes are so fun.
Themes they're where they're
Yeah.
at. That's encouraged. I think the only ones that I can remember off the top of my head.
There was
I know
someone that had 3 Jirins or something.
there was 3 Jirins. There was also 3 Vegetas.
I believe Eric is playing Set 3 Pan, GT, and something else.
Okay, there we go.
Something else
GT.
pan related.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to play all the pans, I think.
I'll make something fun. I promise you, I'll make something cool and fun. Not this sweaty
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But the Galactic Family, that's what I'm doing.
I'm
Okay.
excited.
To preserve time, I think. So, I haven't been preparing this all day. I actually haven't. I don't know why I said that. Follow me on Twitch, PrettyBoyJoe02. We're not doing any card game related stuff at the moment, mostly because I'm burnt out of shit. We're mostly doing RPGs, turn-based RPGs, tactics RPGs, ROM hacks of Paper Mario and TTYD, lots of Fire Emblem. We tried Digimon Survive, but that game sucked ass, so we're maybe going to do Cyber Sleuth. A bunch of other stuff. Just we're gonna play games. There's lots of Eurobeat blaring, so if you're into that, come hit me up. And then come talk to me whenever you want. You got questions about Cooler? If you've got questions about Green in the Dragon Ball card game or any of that shit, I'm super active in chat. Definitely come let me know all your burning questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. More than happy to chill. PrettyWoodJoe02 on Twitch. Get these sick emotes that I spam all the time. I think that's it. I think that's good.
Awesome.
What a way to end it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Are we done? Perfect. All right. Stay lovely.
There we go. Perfect.